Matthew Littlefair, a former Dorset police constable who was jailed for fraud, has found himself feeling a little unfairly treated at a proceeds of crime hearing on Thursday the 8th of September. Back in November 2021, Littlefair was sentenced to an extended stay of one of Her Majesty's full board guest houses. And I say Her Majesty because when he was jailed, it was Her Majesty. After admitting fraud by false representation after he was discovered to have fraudulently claimed to be unfit for work between October 2017 and July 2020. At the Proceeds of Crime Act hearing that was held at Bournemouth Crown Court, Littlefair was deemed to have fraudulently.
I have difficulty formulating my words.
Fraudulently acquired £111,226.56 Great English pennies. Detective Constable Scott Brimicombe of the Economic Crime Unit said Matthew Littlefair's offending saw him fraudulently claiming his publicly funded salary for a significant period of time whilst he was claiming to be unfit for work. We are determined to use the legislation available to us under the Proceeds of Crimes Act to ensure that, wherever possible, offenders are forced to repay the funds they have obtained through fraudulent means. Well, maybe you want to start looking at the chief supers and the chief constables because they get paid far more than they deserve, which I would suggest is acquiring public money fraudulently too. Superintendent Paul Kessel, Dorset Police's head of professional standards, said, "This was a totally unacceptable crime that in no way represents the ethics of the police service or the thousands of hard-working staff and officers who protect the public every day. Of course not. We fully support the court's decision and ruling." Again, proving that police are simply not to be trusted, thinking that because it's public money they can simply mug the public off, which they don't have to suffer the fallout from. It's us who have to pay the increased council tax precepts as well as paying the police's. After all, every penny the police earn for their job comes from our taxes, so effectively we pay for them to live, and yet they still want to try and rip us off even more than they already do. Good luck paying that back, Littlefair. Mind you, you must have saved a few bob not having to spend anything for the past 10 months.